Now is the time to get into Web3 gaming. Gaming on the blockchain, DeFi gaming, whatever you want to call it. Now, obviously, I'm going to be focusing more on Gala Games because when I think of a place to go to get the best games or some of the best games in the space right now, and not the best games, but the best kind of, you could say, operations, right? The way they run the company is, to me, it's a standard in the space. But if you believe in the future of gaming, right, gaming on the blockchain, I think that now is the time to get into this part of cryptocurrency. Now, here's the thing. It is boring in the cryptocurrency world right now. I don't need to tell you that. It is dead out there. About a week ago, someone put out a chart that showed the daily volume in Bitcoin is at an all-time low for the last 3 years. I mean, gone are the days of the crazy price pumps we had back in 2021. But those days are going to come back. And one of the industries that I think is really going to lead the charge in making people the most money when they invest in some of these projects is DeFi gaming. Now, I'm going to age myself a little bit right here, but back in the day, right, I used to play Super Nintendo. I'm pretty old. I'm a pretty old guy. Now I look young, but I'm a pretty old guy. I used to play a lot of Super Nintendo. And there was a stigma that used to be associated or attached to games back in the day. And that stigma's still there a little bit, but that stigma was if you're playing too much video games, then the rest of your life is just decaying or something like that. It wasn't just a, hey, this is a hobby or an escape from realism. It was always, oh, you're playing too many video games, the rest of your life sucks and those sorts of things. Now, I know that gaming is an addiction for a lot of people. I know it is. I understand that. I know a lot of people spend way too much time playing games when other parts of their life need to be addressed. I do get that. But that stigma that you're going to be a complete nobody from playing video games is kind of thrown out the window after MLG and those sorts of things. Now, when I first started witnessing gaming becoming popular and becoming just a place and way for people to make money was with MLG and Halo 2. I remember Halo 2, Halo 3, and Super Smash Brothers. And I played a lot of that growing up. So you guys know how old I am. Like I said, I used to play Super Nintendo. My favorite games were Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3. I like 3. A lot of people say 2 is the best, but I think 3 is the best in my opinion. But that's when I started really seeing gaming, just get to a point where, you can actually make money with these games. And yes, you have to be at the upper echelon of these games to make money, but being good at a game is not the only way you make money. People who stream games who are kind of mediocre at some of these games, they have the ability to make money because of their personality, because people like who they are, even if they're not the best at the game. So the opportunities in this crypto gaming space isn't just for you to make money off an investment. It isn't just for you to become some pro gamer, but it's an opportunity for content creators like myself to put themselves out there, start a streaming channel, and make some sort of money that way. And that is a big part of, in my opinion, when it comes to the benefits of this space. But the other part is investing in companies that are going to do something in the future, that are going to be big in the future. And Gala Games, in my opinion, is one of those companies. Like Classy Games, for example. He made this post earlier. He says, "This is it. Every Web3 gaming company is reaching out. They're all ready. We will finally have released Web3 games that are good. We will finally stop getting roasted for bad games. I think Q4 2023 is going to shock you." And this lines up with pretty much the bullish sentiment of the entire cryptocurrency world. I think the next bull run is coming very, very soon. And the fact that people are reaching out to Classy and reaching out to me, not for gaming, but for other cryptocurrency products, just shows the bullishness in this space. So investing in this space, investing into good games, spending time figuring out what games are good and what games are bad, I think is going to make a lot of people a ton of money. And like you saw on my channel before, I had an AMA with the Gala Games team, and these guys really have it down, in my opinion, when it just comes to having the whole company situation down. Because here's the thing, you can put out a good game, but handling the logistics and handling dealing with people and those sorts of things is a pain in the ass. But when I look at Gala Games and I look at their X account, every single day there's some sort of update, some sort of AMA, some sort of community building, or just a way to get that game out to the rest of the people in the space. And I think that's going to be good for them long term, because you guys have 500,000 or so followers, a little less, right? 500,000 followers on X. And X, in my opinion, is one of the biggest platforms when it comes to just crypto gaming and getting the kind of word out there. And I think this is going to be one of the best places, right? One of the best places to look for good plays when it comes to investing in games, and maybe streaming some of these games, or maybe even, you know, buying NFTs in these games, all those sorts of things. Now, I'm going to put a link to this website down below. It's called DAP Radar. And pretty much, this is the top 10 best play-to-earn Web3 games, August edition. Obviously, we're in August. And not all these games are Gala Games, right? None of these games I'm familiar with are on Gala at all. But what's interesting about all this is it shows you how big the space is, right? I was looking at this game earlier, which was Phantom Galaxies. It's like some Gundam mech kind of thing, which I think looks extremely awesome, right? So it just goes to show how big this space is. You just have to spend a little time and see what games are good to you. And I think that's what's important, and what kind of kept me out of the space so long is because I never really spent the time figuring out what games were good for me. And as I slowly start to get into more games like Superior and Spider Tanks, which are Gala Games, I'm figuring out that I actually connect with these games, which hasn't been the deal for me for a long time, because I do love cryptocurrency. So being able to earn and play a good game and not just play a game because it's earning me a small amount of crypto, I think is the best case scenario. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you believe the time is now? I believe so. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, follow me if you're watching this on X. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.